Hello foodies, this is Tony. Welcome back to Trophy Food Experiences. Today I'm doing another review of one of my favorite restaurants in town called Kissa Tanto. It is located at 263 East Pender Street in Vancouver. It is an Italian-Japanese cuisine restaurant that serves cocktails in a chic space inspired by 1960s Tokyo jazz cafes. And it is a biased review because I do love this restaurant. I do go frequently, but I did call it well before they got a Michelin star. It is a one-star Michelin restaurant. It's located in the Chinatown region, very hip and chic. I really enjoy the food and the ambiance. And so we go there fairly often, but I don't do a review that often. So I thought I'd just do an updated review. The reason why I do these updated reviews is that they do have update their menu, and they also put out a lot of specials, which so every time you go, it's kind of a little different. So the first course we have was the fish crudo. So on this night, it changes every night, but on this night it was abricot tuna crudo. So it's with shiso vinaigrette, radishes, Tokyo leek capers, pickled almonds, and Castelvetrano olives for $27. Good size plate. Again, the things that you have at Kissa Tanto are all kind of family style for sharing. It really is great when you go with 4 people because then it's just a little bite size for each person. You can go with 2 people, but it's kind of more that each person has to eat, so you can't go through as many dishes. Next dish is one of my favorites and one of their signature dishes. This is called their Octopus Salad, again for $27. It's got crispy smoked octopus, fresh and pickled radishes, parsley, and chili puree. And this was one of the first dishes, along with another dish that I'm going to show, that really got me onto this restaurant. When I went the first time, I was like, wow, this is different. The way they do this octopus salad is quite different and special. It's got layers, and it's really a neat kind of presentation and delicious. And I can tell you I've had this probably 10 times. Each time is just as good. The quality is still there, and I still love it. This is one of their specials. It's A5 Wagu, and the minimum is 2 ounces for $70, and that's what we had here. And if you can see, for 4 people, that's about 3 or 4 slices per person. So that's sufficient. You just want a little taste of it. It's got a little salt. It's got a little bit of, on the right there, it's kind of a jammy, kind of fruity marmalade, so that can be like kind of a palate cleanser, and then a little bit of almost like a mustard sauce on the other side. So I actually just like it by itself or with a little bit of salt, but again, it's kind of a nice taster size luxury. This is another one of their specials, and if Chef Joel Watanabe is there and this is offered, you gotta have this. It's their black truffle omelette. Sometimes they won't have truffles, they'll have maybe some other luxury ingredients like Alaska king crab instead, but this is the best of the omelets that I have, the black truffle omelet. It's $78. It is very rich and very creamy. It's kind of indescribable. There's no way you could make this at home, and it's just an unbelievable dish. Again, it's big enough that you can share with 4 people and still get a good bite size. And again, if you're doing this with 2 people, it's a lot. It's very heavy, and so that might take up a lot of your stomach. So I really like this dish again. This is another one of their signature dishes that really turned me on to this restaurant when I first came to this restaurant. It's their Tuna Matato, again for $27. Something I've never seen anywhere else. It's a confit apricot tuna inside the smoked potato, and then a furikake, and then a bruschetta that has tobiko. It's a wonderful dish because it's got so many different flavors and textures. So you've got the tobiko bruschetta, and then you spread the smoked potato. You get a little bit of the hint of the tuna, and then you get the crunchiness of the tobiko and the bruschetta bread. So it's really unique. It's great in the mouth. One of the hallmarks that I like to see in Michelin star restaurants is variety. Look at all the dishes that I've so far looked at. They're all different. Their plating is different. They look different. The ingredients are different. And for me, a person that eats through a lot of a menu in one sitting, it's really important to have that type of variety, and I really appreciate it. Next is another pasta dish that's on the menu that I really like. It's called Taren for $35. It's got butter, roasted mushrooms, miso, curd, yolk. You can put uni on this also for an extra cost, but I don't think you need to. It's a very rich dish, and so it doesn't look like a lot, but believe me, when you have that and you kind of portion it among four people, it's plenty. It's really, really dense and filling because of this cured yolk and the butter. It's really rich, and so it's a really nice dish that it's got a lot of intensity of flavor, very buttery. Probably not the best for you if you eat it every day, but it's a luxury, and so it's kind of nice to go out to have this. You're not going to make this at home, and so it's a very, very nice dish. They offer a whole fried fish at market price, and each day it changes. The day that we were there it was pickerel, and it was $85. About a pound and a half. Great size for about four people. It has daikon soya dipping sauce, and I really like this. The way they've done it, it's got these little triangles, and it's very easy to pick out the meat. And it's just a delicious fish. I hadn't had pickerel before. It's kind of a skinny type fish, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. The flavor is very flavorful. It's a firmer fish, which I liked, especially if you're having a fried fish. But it was delicious and really done so well. One of my friends who really enjoys fish said he just really enjoyed the texture of the fish and how it was cooked, not overcooked, not undercooked, just right. They do have a regular menu, but they do change it up quite often. And this is one of the new additions. It's called Kimchi Potato for $19. Olive oil roasted forced brar Yukon Gold potatoes, house kimchi emulsion, and miso Calabrian chili. So to me, this is like a deconstructed baked potato with kimchi sauce. And it was kind of a neat addition. I really did enjoy it. The other thing I kind of want to comment on in terms of the quality restaurants, one-star Michelin restaurants like this, you'll see they have great ingredients. They do use truffle. They use tobiko. It's not because of that product that the dish is good. It enhances this dish. So for instance, for the omelet, it's really the omelet that's the star, and the truffle is just a kind of add-on that makes it luxurious. Likewise with the Tuna Matato, the tobiko is not the star. It adds on to the taste of the potato and the albacore tuna. They use the ingredient usefully. All in all, again, tremendous meal. For sure, I strongly recommend it. For sure, I think it's a one-star Michelin restaurant. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.